हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज हम पेपर 2 डिस्कस करेंगे एडवांस 2020 का। तो शुरुआत करते हैं सेक्शन 1 से। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर चैप्टर से आया हुआ है। इसमें हमें दिया गया है फॉर अ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर z लेट आर ई जेड डिनोट द रियल पार्ट ऑफ z, दिस ऑलरेडी वी नो, एंड a region S is given for all complex numbers to satisfy this equation, that is z power 4 minus mod z power 4 is equal to 4i z square, where iota is under root of minus 1, already we know. Then we have to find the minimum possible value of mod of z1 minus z2 square. What is mod of z1 minus z2? It is a distance between a point z1 and a point z2, where z1 and z2 belong to the region S, this region, and it is given that real part of z1 is greater than 0 and real part of z2 is less than 0. So let us start this problem. Question number 1. Our equation is given, that is z power 4 minus mod z power 4 is equal to 4i z square. This equation is given to us, and it is given that real part of z1 is greater than 0 and real part of z2 is less than 0, and what we have to find? We have to find the minimum distance between z1 and z2, square of that. This we have to find, and we can see in this section 1 the answer is only a single digit integer ranging from 0 to 9. So if we are not getting the answer as an integer, we can be sure that it is not the correct answer, and there is no need to take the answer. We can leave that, we leave this problem, or we can try this again. So in this type of problems you can avoid the negative marking. So let us start this problem. This equation is given that z power 4 minus mod z power 4 is equal to 4 iota z square. Already we know very basic concept in complex number, that z bar is equal to mod z square. It is a very important concept in complex number, and very basic concept also, that z bar is equal to mod z square. This concept we can use in this problem. How? We can write this mod z as z bar, and this power 4 will become square, because mod z square is z into z bar. Right hand side we can write as it is, that is 4i z square. Now what will happen? Z square we can take common from both left hand side and right hand side, and that will be cancelled. Then what we will have? Z square minus z bar square is equal to 4i into z square. Z square will be cancelled with z square, because z cannot be 0. Why z cannot be 0? If z is 0 means real part is 0, imaginary part is 0. In the problem it is given real part is of z is not 0. It is either greater than 0 or less than 0. Then what is a square minus b square? It is a plus b into a minus b. Right hand side we can write as it is 4 iota. Now what is z plus z bar? Let us assume that z is x plus iota y. Let us assume this. Then what is z plus z bar? Z plus z bar is twice of real part, that is twice of x, into what is z minus z bar? Z minus z bar is 2 iota into imaginary part, that is y, which is equal to 4 iota as it is. Then iota can be cancelled with iota, and this 2 into 2 is 4, which can be cancelled with 4 on the right hand side. Then what we will have? X y is equal to 1. Now this is the condition which both z1 and z2 has to satisfy, because they belong to this region, and this region means this, that xy, this region means this, that xy is equal to 1. Now all of us know what is this xy equal to 1. This xy equal to 1 is a rectangular hyperbola. This xy equal to 1 is a rectangular hyperbola. Xy equal to 1. Now we have to find minimum distance between z1 and z2, square of that minimum value of this, such that z1 and z2 lie on this rectangular hyperbola, and it is given that real part of z1 is greater than 0. That means z1 should be on the in this branch of xy equal to 1, and z2 should be on this branch of xy equal to 1, because here for z2 real part is less than 0. So z1 is on this branch and z2 is on lower branch. Now we have to find the minimum distance between z1 and z2. We know that in any hyperbola, the minimum distance between two branches will occur along the axis of the hyperbola. So here also the minimum distance will occur along the axis of the hyperbola, and in this case what is the axis? Axis is y equal to x. Axis of the hyperbola xy equal to 1 is y equal to x. Because of symmetry we can easily see axis of this hyperbola is xy equal to 1. Now that is y equal to x. Now xy is equal to 1 and axis is x equal to y. Then what is the intersection region? Put x equal to y and xy equal to 1, we will have x square is equal to 1. That is x is either plus 1 or minus 1. That means z1 becomes 1 comma 1 and z2 becomes minus 1 comma minus 1, because product of x and y is 1. So here both are 1, here both are minus 1. If this is z1 and this is z2, then the distance between z1 and z2 will be minimum. What is the distance between these 2 points z1 and z2? It is x2 minus x1 whole square, that is twice of square, plus y2 minus y1 whole square, that is twice of whole square, which is 8. It is square of distance, which is nothing but z1 minus z2 square. So minimum value of z1 minus z2 square is 8. So correct answer is 8. So it is a very easy problem. Only thing is we should know this concept that z bar is equal to mod z square, and it is very basic concept. Applying this we will get the condition xy equal to 1. Once we know xy equal to 1, we know it is a rectangular hyperbola, then easily we can say that minimum distance is always along the axis, and axis is y equal to x. Then we can get what is z1 and what is z2, and we can, by distance formula, we can find the minimum distance. Now let us do question number 2. Question number 2 is from the chapter probability. इसमें हमें दिया गया है the probability that a missile hits a target successfully is 0.75. In order to destroy the target completely, at least 3 successful hits are required. That means अगर 3 हिट लगेंगे टारगेट पे तो वो completely destroy होगा, अगर 3 से कम लगेंगे तो वो destroy नहीं होगा. That means 0 हिट हो या 1 हिट हो या 2 हिट हो, वो डिस्ट्रॉय नहीं होगा, तीनों बराबर हैं. 3 हिट होंगे या 3 से ज़्यादा होंगे तो डिस्ट्रॉय होगा, वो सब बराबर हैं. Then the minimum number of missiles that have to be fired so that the probability of completely destroying the target is not less than 0.95. मतलब हम मिनिमम कितनी मिसाइल हम उसको टारगेट करें जिससे कि जो हमारी प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि टारगेट कम्प्लीटली डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाए, डेट शुड नॉट बी लेस देन 0.95, मतलब 0.95 से वो ज़्यादा हो. ठीक है, तो हम क्वेश्चन को स्टार्ट करते हैं. क्या हमें दिया गया है? प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ हिटिंग अ टारगेट इज, लेट अस से दैट इज पी एच इज 0.75. वी कैन से इट इज 3/4. देन वी कैन easily say that probability of not hitting the target is 1/4, because either we will hit the target or we will miss the target. Hitting the target is 3/4, then 1 minus 3/4 is 1/4. That is probability of not hitting the target. Then what is given? It is given that to completely destroy a target 3 hits are required. Okay, then let us say n, we are making n hits. We are making n hits at the target. We are making n hits at the target. Then what is the probability of destroying the target completely? Probability of destroying the target, that is PD, is equal to total probability minus the case where we will not hit even a single missile at the target, that is out of n select 0, out of n hits select 0 in which we will hit the target is this power 0, and 1/4 failure power n, all will be missed. So this we have subtracted the case where we have missed all the hits, then minus the case when we are hitting only one missile correctly, all others are missed. So how to write this? NC1 3 power 4, 1 is hit, that is 3 by 4 is success, that is power 1, and 1 by 4 are missed, so it is power n minus 1. And one more case we have to subtract, the case where we are hitting two targets, because two times hitting the target will also not completely destroy the target. So NC2 3 by 4 power 2, that is 2 times you have hit successfully and n minus 2 times you have missed the target. So 0 hits, 1 hit and 2 hits that we have subtracted from total probability, then this is the probability of completely destroying the target. Now let us simplify this. It is 1 minus NC0 is 1, 3 power 0 is 1, so it is 1 by 4 power n minus n 3n divided by 4 power n minus NC2 which is n into n minus 1 by 2 into 4 power n, and numerator is 9. Now this probability of hitting the target should be greater than or equal to 0.95, because in the problem it is given it should not be less than 0.95, that means it should be either greater than or equal to 0.95. Then simplify this, take all terms of n on one side and remaining thing this 1 and 0.95 on one side. What we will have, and this 4 power n we can also cross multiply, then what we will have, 1 plus 3n plus 9 by 2 n into n minus 1 is less than or equal to 1 minus 0.95, that is 0.05 into 4 power n. Now we have to find n such that this condition is satisfied. We have to find a n such that this condition is satisfied, the minimum n. What is the minimum n for which this condition is satisfied? Then what we have to do? We have to do some hit and trial method. Let us say we are making assume some number, because 3 times we have to hit, so we cannot take n less than 3 because 3 are minimum required, and probability should be more than 0.95, everything will not be hit because probability of hitting is only 3 by 5. So randomly take n equal to 5 and put this value and check whether this condition is satisfied or not. Let us try. When n is 5, what is left hand side? It is 1 plus 15 plus 9 by 2, 5 into 4 which is 20. So this will become 16 plus 90 which is 106. And what about right hand side? Right hand side is n is 5, 4 by 5 is 1024 into 0.5. So what is this? This will become 5096, that is 50.96, which is not true. 106 is not less than or equal to 50.96, it is not true. That means we have to increase the hits, we have to increase the number of times you are hitting the target to make it greater than 0.95, to make probability greater than 0.95. Let us say we are hitting 6 times, then check whether this condition is satisfied or not. Then what is left hand side? When n is 6, left hand side is 1 plus 6 3s are 18 plus 9 by 2 into what is 6 into 5, 30, and this right hand side is 0.05 into 4 power 6, that is 2 power 12. 2 power 12 is 4096, 1024 into 4. Then what will happen? Left hand side will become 19 plus 15 into 9, that is 135. So 135 plus 19 is 154. What about right hand side? Right hand side is 4096 in 40.96 into 5. Directly we can say 40 into 5 is 200. So it is always 200 plus. It is something 204 point something. 204 point something. So this is true. This is true. This is true means minimum n hits, n equal to 6 hits are required to make this probability more than 0.95. If we are hitting more than 6, then probability will further increase. probability of completely destroying the target will further increase. But the minimum number of hits that is required is only 6. So correct answer is 6.